Howdy everyone, Warstarsa here, and today we'll be looking at Dininho Adventures on Nintendo Switch. Dininho Adventures is a tough platformer game where you play as a dinosaur in a platformer that starts off easy enough and quickly increases in difficulty. There are 4 different themed worlds with multiple levels in each of them, each being themed with different types of challenges. Through each level you'll be collecting eggs, which you'll fill up the nest with at the end of each level, though honestly, while I aimed to get all of them in the beginning, when the game started to get harder, which was only in the first set of levels, I changed my goal to the more realistic one of simply trying to get through the level, regardless of how many eggs I collected along the way. The levels get tough enough that at one point I lost track after more than a dozen deaths in a single level, so the point is, in this game you'll be dying a lot. The movement is okay, but sometimes it feels just like it doesn't do what you want it to do. There were a few times where I jumped for a spot that you'd expect it to make and it just completely overshoot it or undershoot it and I'd fall to my death. As for faults, there are a few of them. Some levels will introduce new things you have to do with no tutorial on how to do them, so you'll kind of have to figure it out on your own through trial and error, which these can often be topped off with the fact that levels can get fairly lengthy with checkpoints being far and few, so if you screw up you'll have to start all over. So the game is tough, even mockingly keeping track of all your deaths in the hub world, as well as keeping track of how long you take to complete each level. And the best part is there's leaderboards that will keep track of all this so you can see which of you suffered the most amongst your friends. So all in all, it's not a bad game, but if you came looking for a casual platformer, this is definitely not for you. If you want this game yourself, it's available on the eShop for only $2, so if you want to give yourself a cheap challenge, this isn't a bad game to do so. I'd like to thank QUByte Interactive for sending me the review key. This is Warstarcy on the Game Clips channel, and I'm out.